Yo guys, it's Chris here, back in another video, and today I am doing a Formula 1 bold predictions videos. So this is basically going to be a bold prediction for the entire year, uh, and what I think is going to happen. So all the things I'm going to say are obviously bold, and it's it's a bold thing. So the chances of it happening pretty low. So that's why I'm making a video on it. And after every race, I'm going to have like a reaction to the race. And I made my predictions beforehand, and I'll have like actual proof that I made my prediction beforehand, and I'll see how it lined up, stuff like that. But here are my bold predictions for this year, the 2018 year. So, Fernando Alonso will win a race. That is my first one. Now, this is bold, not because Alonso's a bad driver, because he's an amazing driver, and the McLaren team this year is going to be much better. We've already seen it in practice, and I think that he can get a win. It's possible. I think he will, positive, not bold. I think he will get a podium, but it's bold for him to get a win. I think he can do it. Uh, and by the way, if you guys did not watch Formula One, I did a poll on this, and the majority of my audience did watch Formula One or are watching it, so that's why I'm doing this. All right, number two, Mercedes won't win the championship this year. Now, this is kind of bold because they've won so many over like the last 10 years. But then again, it's not bold because of all the other teams, getting better. But Mercedes is still the top of the line. They have the best pace, and people are still or the teams are still catching up to them. And so that means it would be bold for them not to win this year, considering the fact that they've done it so many times already. Perez and Ocon will win a race. No, that's Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez, both Force India. That is my favorite team, the Pink Panthers. I think they will both win a race this year. There were a lot of times last year that they finished in the top 10. They finished in the top 10 like a lot last year. And some races they crash into each other, which is bad. But overall, they were the fourth best team last year, and I think that they will show that they have what it takes to win a race. Maybe they both won't win a race, but that's why this is a bold prediction. Next one, number four, Sauber or Alfa Romeo Sauber will not get last this year. I don't know if it's Alfa Romeo Sauber. I don't know. I know that they're with Alfa Romeo, but they will not get last this year. I have high hopes for Sauber actually. They've been last, but I think this year, having Leclerc and having Ericsson, I feel like Charles Leclerc is going to be a great driver, really. And so I don't think they'll be last this year. I think they'll finish in the podium, or not the podium, sorry. I think they'll finish in the points quite a lot this year. But we won't see them just constantly getting last place or being in the back and stuff like that. So number five here, 5 different teams will win a race. Now, that's half the grid, right? Mercedes will win a race, hopefully. Ferrari will win a race. Red Bull will win a race. So those are your top 3 there. But then the other teams, you're looking at, Force India is probably next. You're like, you really think they could win a race? And then after that, you're probably thinking of Williams. Lance Stroll almost won last year, so why couldn't he win this year? And maybe after that, you're looking at Haas because they've done really good in testing, and even Hamilton thinks that they're going to do good this year. And don't get, the Reynolds, they could be really good. And once again, the McLaren. So it's obvious that those top 3 teams will win a race this year, being the Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes. But for 2 of the teams to win, it's not out of the ordinary, so it's not that bold, but it's bold enough. So that's why that's going to be number 5 here. Number 6, Sauber will finish top 10 at least 3 times. Now, this isn't too bold, but once again, Sauber is probably one of the bottom teams right now. So I just think they have a top 10 car sometimes. The field is going to be a lot closer this year than it has been. So I just think Sauber will finish in top 10 at least 3 times, and that shouldn't be too much of a bold prediction, but it is. Here we are, number 7. Lance Stroll will win a race this year. That's a bold prediction, but it's possible. He got 3rd at Baku or Azerbaijan or whatever you want to call it. It's my favorite racetrack. I just think Williams improved a little bit. I think Stroll improved as a driver, and I think that things will line up for him to win a race. Either like a Mercedes will go down or Ferrari will go down, and he'll be there, kind of like in Baku. He could get in Baku because that was the first podium he's ever had. Number 8, McLaren will finish 4th this year in the constructors standings. Now that is saying a lot because that means it won't be Force India, or like, because you know, if it's going to be Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, that means they'll have to do better than Force India and better Williams, better than Haas. That's a bold prediction, but it's definitely possible this year because Van Dorn's a great young. Number 9, either Renault, Haas, or Sauber will win a pole position this year. That right there is the boldest prediction because all 3 of those teams are behind the pace. Number 10, the last one, a pretty cool one actually. A driver will win in their hometown. So Austria being Max Verstappen, possibly even the first race. We could see Daniel Ricciardo get his win in Australia. We could see Alonso win in Spain. A popular one would be the fact that Lewis Hamilton will win in Silverstone. So that's not as bold a prediction. That is not a bold prediction as maybe some of the other ones. I'd be happy if I can get 3 right, because honestly, these are like pretty bold. If I can get 3 right, that'd be pretty good. 5 right would be incredible, and there's no chance they'll all be correct. There's no chance it'll be more than half correct. So, yeah, that's the end of this, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for my reaction to the first race. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.